most of the times men that have good women take them for granted.
Girl,
Say if a man is not healed, do not get married. Who's
True.
going to marry these people?
let's start married before we are married.
Most of the times men can frustrate you because they're frustrated.
Hi, baby girl.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Let me even not go there. Let's just be natural, cause
Wow, all looking homey and wifey.
yes, for me and wife, I think I just, I don't know.
You've represented the wife association,
Wife association, rich wife association.
the wealthy ones.
Amina.
Yes.
Anyways, guys, if it's your first time here, I'm called Peter Odeta, and in this channel I talk about faith, relationship, and lifestyle. So you are most welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe
Like,
and
share.
share. Anyways, yo girl, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks so much for hosting me.
Yes,
And thank you for the cup of tea.
that's something that I've wanted to do. Can we cheers? This is so
Ah.
cute. Ooh, guys, this is so
Ooh.
beautiful. The tea leaves. Oh, so
Wow.
Sheila brought me the tea leaves. Yo, guys, they are amazing. Let me show you guys. See this?
And what does it say though? I didn't read.
Green tea, passion, and jasmine. So, girl, you're welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
And today I'm so excited to have you because we are going to talk about things that I know that our generation really needs to hear, and being given the platform, it's a good thing to do. So
Yeah.
how are you?
I'm good. We're not experts. We're just sharing from a
Yeah.
layman's understanding. that's it,
Exactly.
and from a godly Christian perspective.
So baby girl, tell me, how is marriage doing you?
It is what it is. I'll say it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I won't say marriage has a book,
Yeah.
a guidebook.
I need to get
Yes. I won't say marriage has a guidebook.
yeah.
You just live in a moment.
Yeah.
And I believe that should be it. You
Mhm.
walk into this whole campus school without expectations.
Yeah.
You run it, learn on a daily basis, learn and relearn.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow, that's well said.
Mhm.
Learn and relearn. So I think right now there is so much happening when it comes to marriage. There's so much giving up, there is so much fear, and marriages are right now not that successful because it's like people get into marriage to leave, and it's scary, yet it's supposed to be something beautiful. And even as Christians now, like, we don't take marriage as a kingdom thing, we just casually play with it. Yet marriage is a very big commitment that we really need to take seriously. Marriage is not easy, but it's meant to work because that's what God actually ordained it to be. It's a place where you have to crush the head of the the enemy. But what's happening now is that we are easily giving up. And also that's exactly what we want to talk about, that when is the right time to leave and when do you fight for your marriage.
Okay. One, it's we'll look at the 3 stages of marriage. The first is when you are getting into marriage, the courtship moment and all that. What you do, are you authentic to yourself?
Yeah, are you true
There
to
is a lot of pretense when you're still in that courtship.
yeah,
Yes, and on which it hits when you are in marriage.
that this is it.
Yes,
The real life
the
starts.
reality.
Oh
hits.
my God, yes.
So courtship is very important, a journey. I think that is a moment you need to take to understand one another,
Yeah.
understand each other's weakness,
Yeah.
love languages, know the dark side of each and
Of
every
each
yes
other.
of your partner. Yes, you might not get to know them 100%.
But you have an idea.
You have an idea and you come up with coping skills.
Mm.
When you choose to marry someone, you have accepted this person as a package.
Exactly.
And therefore, whether they have that dark side, if they have their children, you accepted to walk into this marriage
Yeah.
with that man,
With his
children, with his many wives. With
Yeah.
you understand.
Yes.
We all don't wish for that. But I'm
don't.
just saying, yes. So you take the person as a whole. You're going to love them, appreciate them for who they are, because that's the person you chose to be with.
Yeah, or you're choosing.
Exactly. Why do you let the heat, or why do you feel the heat while in marriage? These are things you got to know about from the very beginning. So we'll look at that step.
So, and also, I think the mistake that we are making as a young generation right now is that we start marriage before we are married. You're already living with this guy. You're already sleeping with this person.
Performing
The wife
duties on a
duties and the
girlfriend
guy the
package.
same thing. Exactly. And it's very troublesome to be in such a space because that's already a recipe for disaster. By the time you get married to this guy, you guys are already broken. It's already a broken marriage in most times because then you have seen all the bad characters of this person. You're already sick. You don't want to be in that relationship. Now you're marrying this person to live with him forever and you're already out of the marriage.
I also want to think people look forward to the wedding, not the marriage.
Yeah.
Yes. So you need to
The
understand.
excitement.
Yeah, exactly. You need to really understand. I'm not a people person and I won't do crowds.
Yeah.
But you also need to come to that understanding that marriage is for the two of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have all the village committee join in for your wedding, then you're going to keep on going back to that committee for advice, guidance. And what's ruining relationships currently is the unsolicited advice on social media, the mind games people are telling us to play.
Exactly.
This is how if a man let the man chase you. If a man is not a provider, if he's not giving you money, he's not spending on you, he doesn't love you, if he's not giving you full attention, that man
let
not
him
giving
say
you
sorry fast.
Exactly.
And you're not asking him questions at that dating stage. You're there, oh, let him chase me. No.
Let him understand. I mean, I let him chase me. And also we have this whole thing of let him feel I'm a good girl.
Exactly.
You get it. You have not let this man understand that, okay, I don't like this. Exactly. You are a yes girl. So you feel it drains you when you're in marriage and he's not doing the things you expect him to do.
I think if you're courting a guy, let's talk about people who are just dating. That is the time you have to ask this man questions. You really have to reason with him.
Yes.
It's not a time for you to be dolled up and try to, excite him and look a certain way. Just be at your worst and be like a good girl too. Let him see all those two sides.
Yeah.
Because that is very, very important. Most of us are literally screaming right now in our relationship because you pretended to be a good girl and now you're married to this person and they're seeing all your dark sides and now there's nothing they can do but just think of getting rid of you because you are not true to him. Exactly. There are people who are created to accept you for who you are, but because you're trying to play good. And I'm not saying that you should be a mean girl. All of us have habits.
Yes, we do.
But just be true to yourself. Be authentic. Most times girls are ready to be dolled up, to look good. It's more about attracting their attention, but just not being realistic in the moment.
There is a difference between our sustainability being a one for keeps and being one to slip in the legs. So it's different altogether. Here, during the dating time, that's when a man makes a decision whether he's going to wife you
or not. And the same with the woman.
Or keep you around, okay? So, and the same on the other side. We women, you choose because we are not only looking for a husband, we are looking for a father to the children. You get it. You need someone who has great characters, the discipline, and a number of things. We might not really look at the pocket as most people think. It's not about that. You are looking for a home. Home is not where you stay.
Home is a person.
Yes, home is a person. That is why I'm sure I've had her say a number of times, hey, telling the husband, home is where you are. It is not a building. It is the peace that comes with
coming to a home and this man is waiting for you and he's happy to see you.
Or the other way around. You're excited to see this man.
See, there are people who have lost everything, but they have each other and they're happier than people with big mansions. Also, sweetie, I wanted to ask you, because we have a generation that is quick to walk away. People are ready to leave the marriage. And what would you say to a girl who is like about to give up in a marriage?
First things first, if if you know that you're going to walk away from this marriage from the very first place, don't commit. Okay? Don't commit. Marriage, you're jumping guns blazing. You're ready to fire. That means you're keeping on the battlefield. Okay? So, I might not really say people should never, because there's some reasons that are justifiable. We all have different things we can tolerate. But I don't also want people to give up, because that's not what
Yeah.
is stated in
Yeah.
the Bible. Patience is a virtue
Yeah.
we need. Tolerance is a virtue we need in marriage. By the time you choose to settle with this person, there is some good you saw in them.
In them.
You get it?
Yeah.
You had your reasons. What happened?
Mm.
If you cannot assess your marriage before you jump out of it, then I'll say it. You are the reason towards why your marriage has
And I
failed.
think also we need to learn to nurture the good in people.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you meet this guy, he was so good, he was so kind to you, but you're bringing out the worst in them.
Yeah.
Because you have failed to nurture the kind, good, amazing
It
man
takes
he
two to
is.
tango.
It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
And you know, with like Sheila said, that you don't necessarily have to stay in an abusive relationship, but also there are petty reasons people are walking away. You know, because most times we just love, you know, to be in a good space. We love when everything is going our way. Like you said in our conversation earlier, that today girls have reasons for marrying men. You're with him because there's something you can gain from it, and then when he has nothing or when she has nothing, you're quick to walk away.
One of the things I was thinking of something really small. You know, most of the times men can frustrate you because they're frustrated.
Yeah.
And if you are not the supportive kind of woman, you know, that tender, men will never express their feelings. Most
Wow.
men will never speak their pain out. You get it?
Exactly.
Most maybe
You have to be in a place where they can be vulnerable with
Exactly.
you.
Yes. Exactly. So you just see this man slapping you today, and he regrets later. It's not good for a man to beat a woman.
Abi,
And
don't even
I don't
try.
support. I don't support
We
that.
don't support. It's just an example.
Yes, it's just an example. But probably this man has been fired from the job, and
Yeah.
he's
And
not
you were
going to tell
yappy.
you.
The women we just keep
Exactly.
talking.
He's
You
not going to
provoked
tell
him.
you. Maybe his business is not that good.
Yeah.
Okay. He's thinking about how can I continue providing
And
for
you're
this woman,
provoking him.
and you're provoking. You're no longer giving me attention and all that. What do you want this man to do?
And this is where we call out all women that we need wisdom.
Yes,
We
exactly.
need wisdom. The moment you have wisdom and the Spirit of God, He's going to lead you. You're not just anything, you're an helper.
Let's be slow to speak.
Yes. Oh,
Let's be slow to
women,
speak.
there is something beautiful about a soft woman.
Yeah.
Be so. And you know, I feel like the enemy knew very well, just even in the Bible, he knew that was our weakness. That's why Eve was quick to speak. That's why
Yes.
even she got herself trapped in the garden. You know, she was quick to answer back and tell the enemy, oh, we were told not to eat this fruit. So I think that is one thing that as a woman, you have to know that your softness and your ability to just have a quiet spirit is a very beautiful thing, because being a helper, like she was giving that example of this man having a bad day, you have to be the kind of person he can come to and just find peace and find rest and just feel good, feel at home. Don't be the chatter like oh,
I
it's
think
not
also on the
beautiful.
other hand, men need a great deal of understanding.
Yeah.
Still, most of the times, men that have good women take them for granted.
Girl, like those quiet,
Exactly.
meek,
Yes.
humble men are do you know, sweetie, oh, it's good you say that. Do you know, it's
too.
even said loudly without shame that if you have like a kind brother, very simple, people just say, this type, they always get those noisy, annoying, bad women. It's like, for some reason, they end up with those women that actually want to walk all over them. Like, okay, they're different. So you being able to appreciate that personality and that person in him, instead of using that to walk all over them, or you know, someone who is kind and very quiet. You know, because most times when you talk a lot as a woman, you not even realize that you're talking over your partner.
Yes. Also, one thing women need to understand, and men altogether, partners, people in relationships or marriage, is that you can never change a person.
You can never change.
You
a
choose
person.
to live with a person. You choose to accommodate this person, accept them for who they
Yeah.
are. The person can only change if they choose to.
Exactly.
You get it?
You
And
just have to keep loving them for who they are.
you only influence how they get to change, whether
Exactly.
for worse or for better.
Better.
So what you do as an individual is going to just influence. It is not to change them.
Think about that
Yes.
before you start thinking of giving up.
Exactly. And also what we also need to understand in this whole relationship journey, marriage journey, is that marriage should be dating 100%.
Every day.
Every day, keep making sure you are making it better.
Yeah.
If you're having debts, let them not stop thinking you got this person and you should be comfortable. It's never about a center of comfort. It
Yeah.
is more of keeping it being ignited, just like a car needs service.
Yeah.
There is always a strategy that needs to be changed, that needs to be improved.
Yeah.
Name it. So you need it's work in
It's work, and also
progress.
just being able to grow together. Don't leave your person behind. Don't leave your person behind. Just be able to just look back and be like, okay, am I running fast? Like,
Yeah.
am I with this person? But like she said, like Sheila said that you cannot try to like one of the things. Don't marry him if you don't like his habits.
Yeah.
Don't marry him thinking that he's going to change.
No.
Girl, you are going to bleed because he's not going to change. The truth is that sometimes these people are just people you have to embrace for who they are, because at the end of the day, as you embrace them, you get to understand what is causing this, what is making this person, react the way he reacts, act the way he acts, because then you'll actually know the reason why he's like that. Then it will help you be like, oh, he hates it when, okay, like maybe you grew up with a mother who always shouted at him, and because he shouted at, there's a way it just aggravates him and makes him a wild person. Then now you change the way you talk to him, then you get a man that you want. You don't necessarily have to be like, why do you shout? Why? No, you realize that when you shout at him, it's like you take him back to his mother's house.
There are quite a number of people talking to people before they get married. They say if a man is not healed, do not get married. Who's going to marry these people? They also need love.
You might be just the person that God wants to use to heal them.
him. Yes, you just need to understand the strategy on having this man,
Exactly.
this woman, calm down, heal, and then you be their hero.
When you get married, you're not going to try to change this person, but try to find a way to just meet in the middle and learn them, and from learning them, then you know what to provide for them to make them a better person.
And also about that particular one of us trying to address those issues, do not be the reason to why someone loses their esteem. Be the one to lift this woman, this man's esteem. Okay. I think most of the times we compare our partners to other people. If you still wanted to compare your partner to another person, why did you get married in the first place? Why? Other men are gifting their women. Why did you choose to settle with me as a man if you knew from the very beginning I'm not going to be gifting you frequently? That is the cabbage you took home. Just know how to prepare it.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just saying.
But seriously. But also, I want to tell you, sweetheart, there's something that I wanted to say. Oh my God, I thank God for even reminding me this. When it comes to how men treat their wives, do you know there are men who are like not romantic? Like he is not, your husband. Like for him, he'll bring you a gift and be like, babe, it's there. Like, they don't have romance in them.
He has a way to communicate.
He has his own way of communicating his love, and sometimes it finds that that's not how you receive it. Okay, and now you're seeing the other person, but you're already married to this guy, and maybe out of the 10 things, this is just one thing that maybe like affects you. What do you do? Be the romantic one.
Be the romantic
because
one.
Women are told that, oh, you shouldn't be, no, take the first move.
The guy.
Sweetheart,
who says? Where is it written?
Because if it's not romantic, baby, you have to become romantic.
Yes, you have to.
There are actually men who are just not.
There is no intimacy in relationships, and that's why they're ending.
Exactly.
Because everyone feels it is the other person's burden to carry.
Yes.
It is not.
No. Like these women, you see nowadays men go out there and they're looking for these wild girls doing wild things. So for you, you're like mama house, you're playing. Sweetheart, you're not doing what you have to do. You have to be
out of the Christian context.
Yes.
Men want a woman, a lady in public, an elegant woman in public. Bed. I'm just saying. They'll put a T.
No, like, okay, you just have to learn to be wild. And we are still saying don't give up on your marriage, because maybe this is the reason you're giving up. You're like, oh, this man is not romantic. No, sweetheart, be romantic. be romantic. Okay, don't go overboard, but like you do nice things and tell him, baby, I feel if you did this for me too, it would make me happy.
Understand what
Nicely.
that man wants.
Exactly.
Maybe he doesn't want to be touched the way you're touching it.
No, you have to learn your partner. So there are things we really have to work on. The touch part. Oh my God. No, but that's very serious. Like as Christians, we really need to address this. I feel like we're just not. Some of us are not romantic. We say, oh, these things. That topic, I don't want us to go there.
I'm not getting there.
My sister, you're not going to give up because you feel this man is not kinky and is not doing those good things. Show him what to do.
Exactly. Men, actually, you can only teach a man by doing what you want
By
him to
doing
do.
what you want
When
him
you
to do.
say, then he'll feel you are over pushing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you just need to do, and
But
he'll pick up.
also, we are going to be fighters.
Yeah.
We are going to be fighters. We are not allowed to give up. Us giving up as children of God in our marriages is literally us telling the devil, you win.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that we are saying here about if he loves kinky, give him kinky. If he loves hot food, give him hot food. If he loves doing it in the bathroom, or you gotta do what you got to do, baby girl.
And the other side as well, the other partner
Where,
as
which
well.
direction did we go? But it's
Yes.
okay.
Yes, trust me. Yes, the other side, men also do what you have to do. Honestly, however much I know the burden of sustaining a marriage actually lies on the shoulders of a woman. That is the reality of the matter, because we have a lot to do.
Yeah.
Men will get you a house.
Yeah.
Men will continue providing for the home, the house, and everything. But you are the peacemaker in this. Yes, you are the peacemaker. So we have a heavy burden to carry.
Yeah.
But men also need to understand and love their women. A man, yes, you might not be in position to give all the attention in the world, but give the love you are meant to love.
Yeah.
Research, just as women, we are always researching how to make my man feel loved, what and what.
Men don't do research. You see those clips women send you on TikTok, those clips she's just trying to tell you that this is what I want you to do.
Exactly.
And you guys sometimes take these things for
and
granted.
Become defensive.
Yes. And I want to tell you, we're just talking to the church, to like our Christian folks, because I feel like we get so spiritual sometimes and we miss the mark.
You know,
and you guys have to really be observant. I think in both sides, just observe each other. We don't do that. There's something we talked about, just slowing down, communicating, just doing an uprise on each other and be like, okay, baby, what do you want from me? What can I give? How can I change?
Better? How can I be better?
Yes.
How can I make you feel more loved? Do you think I'm doing it the right way, or there's some area of improvement? It's the conversations in low tones.
Yeah.
Don't stand
high pitch.
Yes, not at the balcony of the terrace, and then babe, what should I do better?
No. You guys need to listen to each other. And we, like, I'm going to say this again, we are not allowed to give up. We are children of God. These marriages are not just for like the world.
There is no perfect marriage.
These marriages are for us to glorify the name of God. You are going to fight in the marriage, because you see, the devil hates marriages because the seed that comes out of marriage, a beautiful marriage. Have you seen homes whereby these people love each other and these kids don't know fights? They don't know what it looks like to quarrel. The parents have just enclosed them in a place of love. That is, and the devil, you might think the devil is attacking you too, but he's attacking your seed. When you walk away, when you fight and you're like, oh, let me give up on this marriage, and you're gone, and these kids are here for petty reasons. We want to be also loud on that. Petty reasons. There are some abusive, marriages, but there are also like petty reasons that our generations are using to walk away. Because even now we are setting the standards on of our marriages based on our parents' marriage, based on social media, celebrities.
55% of the broken marriages because a partner, and also the other side, our gender, has found a man they feel is better. I want to be very honest.
They call them high
high
value men.
Yes.
So you started with your guy, you guys had nothing, and maybe you've not even breathed there, and now you
we act the victim in this story. We act the victim. Women have a lot to say. I would say God is very creative. He got a rib out of man and created a microphone, a speaker,
microphone in a woman,
and a CD. We have a lot to say, and given the fact we can use our vulnerability to capture attention and seek
exactly.
pity.
Men are not literally hard.
Yes.
A man, sweetie, I'm sorry to cut you, my love. I'm so passionate about this because even right now, this Annie and Tuba Baba story, everyone is like, oh, Annie this, Annie that. But no one is actually checking on this man to know, okay, what caused him to announce the divorce.
He gave birth to other children outside the marriage, and the woman stayed. Why did she stay?
No. Okay, no, just like know when to leave.
Yeah.
Know when to leave. We are not saying, whereas we are saying that you cannot give up on your marriage, we are also saying there are marriages that you have to. But now, like, I'm trying to think of you as someone who is Christian, as someone who knows God, and you've been very keen on who you're dating, what you're bringing into your life. Let's imagine you have a Christian man, you can sit down and talk about your issues and forgive each other and move on. That's different. But when you're of the world, the disadvantage is that most times you don't have the principles and the values guiding you like a Christian couple. It's like, okay, I'm okay, I can do without you. You're not tied to anyone. You're not answerable to God. That is also a very different thing altogether. But like I said, I think right now we love when everything is beautiful. We don't love when things go sour. You know, can you say something about that?
One thing you need to understand is, I'll say it over and over again, dark moments, let's start with the beautiful ones, the rosy ones, will get you a person you want, but the dark ones will get you the person you need.
Yes.
So the want and the need are different. And then the other thing is, we need to understand fire and ice will give you water. That doesn't make sense in the relationship. We need fire and fire to keep burning.
Exactly.
Fire and fuel to keep burning. Just like water and oil, they are not compatible. Okay.
Girl.
So should you just need to know what brings you together. What ignites your relationship,
your values,
and keep it burning. Yes.
We are talking about a Christian girl who says, I love God. You're going to marry someone who knows nothing, nada about God, and you really expect you guys to, like, you cannot be yoked together. That's like should I say, fire and ice. It's not going to work.
It will melt and flow away.
Yes. That's why you see the Muslim community. Those guys are very serious.
You have to convert.
You have to convert.
Yes.
But for us Christians, we are playing. We are playing. Like, there is nothing like, oh my God. Guys, I feel like the devil has really played a trick on us. But, like, I'm going to say this over and over again, that whereas we love good moments, we also have to learn to be able to entertain the idea that maybe, I don't want to say entertain, that dark seasons are going to come.
You need to understand you should develop coping skills.
Yes, have a strategy. Most times, we are ready for the light, for the seasons where everything is doing good. Relationships are actually born in those seasons where, you're happy, the butterflies, everything looks and feels good. But then when the season of darkness comes, we can't fight because we have no strategy. What is my strategy for fighting in the dark? I pray. I read the word. What does God say about me? What does God say about my marriage? Okay? Like, I have to be like on this shield of, like, the breastplate of God, all those ones ready to fight the enemy. Because sometimes you think you're fighting your partner, but you're actually fighting the enemy. There's a story of, when you talk about the story of Paul in the Bible, you see, Paul literally persecuted Christ. But it was in the darkness that he got to know the power of who God is. Because he saw nothing. And that's when God said, Paul, you are persecuting me. And when his eyes were open, it changed his mindset on everything. So sometimes your dark seasons are the thing that is going to bring, the beauty in ashes. It's something that is going to, you actually made, if you fight it together. That's why you see, giving up during the dark seasons, is you just telling God that I don't have the capacity to be in this marriage. So you walk away instead of something beautiful coming out. That's why you see most of the marriages that have survived dark seasons are the nicest and the sweetest
Yeah.
marriages. So, and most times in our generation, as wives, as husbands, we entertain the idea of failed marriages. You think about your marriage failing before even you're in it.
Yeah.
You don't prophesy and speak over. When I say over, you're seeing the worst happening, but you speak over and say, God, I know what you've called me for in this marriage. I know what I want my marriage to look like, because what you entertain in your mind, in your thoughts, is exactly what God will deliver. God doesn't know how to deal with fear.
Sure. And also, I think by the time you go through a situation, you're made for it. Because if you
Exactly.
look at
Say that again. Say
the
that again.
hardest bricks
Mm,
go through a funnel of fire,
yeah,
and they come out really great quality.
exactly.
So you going through that funnel, that fire, you feel the heat. It is to burn off the unnecessary
Yeah,
part and to
part.
make you pure, make
Beautiful.
you
You're
beautiful.
refined.
You're refined. You're everything. So I want us to master the art of growing stronger in tougher situations
Seasons.
than in the rosy ones.
Yes.
Yeah. No, now here, okay, you understand. Actually, when the situation is south, that is when the real self comes out.
Exactly. That's when you know your person.
Yes.
You know who your person is.
Yes, definitely. So you just need to know how to draw closer, support one another,
Yeah.
than persecuting, crucifying one another.
One another.
Yeah, because at times we focus on he did this, she did this, and not the reasons that's
Yeah,
why they did.
defensiveness.
Exactly. So let's not focus on the negativity and based on that
Yeah.
to make judgment, but let's try to identify the root causes and work on the cause of the pain, not necessarily the
Yeah.
pain. Stop taking painkillers over situations you haven't identified.
But seriously, if we're going to conclude, we're just going to say you cannot give up. Try to be an amazing husband, an amazing wife. Please, women.
Be patient, be tolerant. Patience is a virtue found in women and seldom in men. So always remember that.
Yeah, and also have the fruit of the Holy Spirit of long suffering.
Yeah.
Like you guys ignore that. Long suffering, just be able to love in the hard times.
And understand.
Most of us are quick to give up, and that's why we are here.
Keep
The
researching.
world is so loud out there, and everyone has an opinion on how marriage should look like. But let me tell you, learn to have a secret place as a woman, an altar for your house, and just believe and trust God, and just know in your head that this marriage is going to work. That should be like the first thing you have in your mind. It is going to work.
That's
It
regardless.
does.
And also, before we conclude, I think we shouldn't walk into these marriages with high expectations.
Exactly.
Stop writing a list of
What you
expectations.
want.
Yes. Then trust me, you're going to tailor it. It's going to be by the book, and you'll never test the reality. Walk in ready to learn, unlearn, and
learn.
relearn. That's it.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it, mend all that breaks, and all shall be well.
All shall be well. It's because marriage is beautiful. Marriage is
Holy.
It's holy.
Marriage is what you make it.
What
and
you make
you
it.
choose to think, live, and that's the what you
And
get.
and don't have fear. Don't even try to think about the worst that could happen. Get into marriage excited about the goodness of God and the things that you're going to see. Don't allow your mind to even entertain the thought of giving up, a breakup. No, because what you speak and what you see is what happens, and what is produced in your life or in your marriage. So yeah, we're trying to be big sisters here.
We are speaking from this is what is happening, and that's it.
Exactly.
It's not what people should expect. No.
Yeah.
Just live in a moment. Live the real you.
Yeah.
Be you. Be you, beautiful.
Be authentically.
Be authentic.
you.
Yes. We are not experts, as we said earlier.
Yeah.
We are speaking from a layman's, not even just experience, but what is actually happening, going on around the world.
And I think being young wives, I think this is a conversation we would love to hear from some other people, because seriously, we need people talking about it is hard, but it works.
Exactly.
We need people talking about the devil was about to take me down, but God lifted me up. We need to hear people say that, you know what, I love him anyway. And I know that God has a plan for me. That's why I put, we just be the kind of person who thinks about your partner and you're thinking of lifting him up. You're thinking of agape love. Like,
Sure.
I'm not giving you love so that you give me back love. No, I'm loving you because I am called to love, to serve you. But we are going to, put a full stop here. Please subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe. If you love everything we've said, please comment below and also ask questions. And I'll seriously bring Gorgeous back. She'll be here. But like this video, like. Don't forget to like this video. Really, really thank you guys for watching us, and see you next time. Bye.
Adios.
Adios. Adios.
Gracias.
Gracias.